So you want to know what raw image is and how it is different from JPEG or .jpg format of photos. Or maybe you already know that, but watch this video anyway, because that is what we are going to discuss, how raw image is different from JPEG. So without any further ado, let's get started. Now first, let's talk about JPEG or .jpg format, which is probably the most common format of processing images. And chances are, if you have ever picked up a camera and clicked a picture, it was a JPEG and your phones already shoot in JPEG. So that's that. Now what happens when you take a photo in .jpg format is all of the data that the sensor takes in when you click the picture is processed immediately. So the blacks, the contrast, the exposure, the saturation, everything is processed as you click the picture inside the camera. Now the camera does that to make your photos look good and so that they can be used immediately. But the details that the camera changes leave a really small window for you to make changes to your photo. So if you want to take your photo into Photoshop or Lightroom and you want to change the exposure, the contrast, or increase the saturation, you can do that, but only to some extent. If you change it too much, the image starts to lose detail and noise gets added to that and it just becomes garbage. And here's when raw images come in picture. When you click a raw photo, all of the data that the sensor takes in is preserved and is not processed at all. And every detail of the picture is still there. Now just out of the camera, your raw photos will look a bit faded and flat, but that is where the magic of your editing software takes place. You can change every little detail, the brightness, contrast, saturation, everything you want to make your photo look the way you want it to and not lose any detail doing that. Because remember, raw photos are not processed, so every bit of data is still there for you to use. And then you can process into any format you like, whether it be JPEG or PNG, and your photos will look the way you want them to. So click JPEG when you want that fast production speed. You just want to take a picture and make a little tweaks and upload it straight to Instagram. That is the perfect use of JPEG. But if you want to take your time and make a photo look the specific way you want it to, that is when you shoot raw. And of course, because raw photos have a lot of data, the size of raw photos is larger than the normal JPEG. So keep that in mind when you shoot a lot of raw photos. It'll fill up your SD card really quick. I hope that made things clear, and this is it for this video. Drop a like if you think this was helpful and subscribe. Seriously, subscribe if you want to watch more of these, and I will see you